The Woodlands Health and Rehab Center offers a safe transition program to get you well and back to the community. Our outdoor therapy area features different terrains and offers a unique therapeutic experience. Come see the difference. The Woodlands Health and Rehab Center, living made better.
Thank you for hosting us tonight. We are very blessed in this community to have this center, and I know the students very much enjoy coming here and the things they're able to accomplish. So thank you. Also to the spelling bee winners, thank you all for coming tonight. That's an important recognition, and I know who to call when I have to write a letter next because I'm not the best speller, so it's not an easy feat. So congratulations to Mr. Morris and both of the Mr. Tremblays. Good job and thank you. Also a few other recognitions I would like to recognize tonight, and if I forget anyone, I do apologize. I know we had a couple of students compete in the state swimming competition this past week, Olivia Bryant and Abby Martin, so congratulations to them. We also had a couple students from JRTC participate recently in a welding competition, and I believe Hannah Wolf got first and Cody Vi got third, if that's correct, so congratulations to them. Our wrestling team has done phenomenal, and a few of those players, I believe, have made the state, so I'd like to recognize them. The boys basketball team, they've played very well postseason, and I got to watch them at Radford the other night, and to play the #1 team in the state, they did remarkably well at holding their own, and they almost walked away with a victory, so congratulations to them. Congratulations to our girls basketball team, and we'll be traveling to Christiansburg tomorrow, so I wish them luck. So I wanted to recognize all those teams and appreciate the coaches and the parents and everyone that supports them. It's very important because they recognize our system very well and support our system very well. Lori, thank you, and Mary Jane, I appreciate all you do for us and keeping me straight as a new school board member. It's very appreciative of all you do, so thank you both. And that's all I have tonight.
Thank you. Jennifer?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Spangler for having us here tonight. JRTC is amazing. I served as the chairman of the board the past couple of years, and just to see the students up here and what they do and the instructors is truly amazing, and I've been really amazed at everything that they have going on here. We have USA State Conference coming up April 19th through the 22nd. I believe we're sending 4 of our students from here to that, and just some of the work that they do in carpentry and welding and culinary is truly a great group of kids and teachers. Also to our spelling bee winners, Keegan Morris, thank you for coming out, and your family as well tonight, and Adam Tremblay, Caden Jack, Jason Kane, Gunnar Slope, and Ben Tremblay. You've done a wonderful job with your spelling, and congratulations. Also, Lori, what can I say? You are amazing. When I first came on as a new school board member, I didn't know a lot, and you really helped me get through that transition period. You were my first impression with the central office. I can remember thinking of how efficient and organized you were when I first came on as a school board member. So I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me. Also, Mary Jane Witherspoon as well. Thank you for everything you do for us. We have a lot of really good sports teams right now, so I've been following. I believe even the CMS team, I believe the girls went undefeated, the basketball team. So I just wanted to say shout out to them as well. So thank you all for coming out tonight, and have a good week.
Francis?
Sure. Ms. Mayor, thank you for hosting tonight. And I too want to thank all of them. I'm also on the JRTC board, and there's a lot of kids who did very well, who represent the school system very well. Whatever the vocation was, the welding, culinary, automotive. That says a lot about, teaching these kids a trade, which not everybody's going to go to college. But we can sure teach a lot of these kids how to live. I think that's our job, is teach them how to live after they leave here. As far as the spelling bee, good heavens, I'm always impressed by that, because I couldn't spell a lick. My spelling is horrible. If I didn't have spell check, I don't know what I'd do. But I congratulate them and all the sports teams. Again, we have a well-rounded school. We have people who do the score the 600s. We have spelling bee champions. We have champions in the sports arena. And I too want to thank Lori, thank you. She's been a lifesaver for me since I've been on the school board, Mary Jane. And also, I noticed you two keep Gene out of trouble a lot. And I know, Gene, that you buttered us all up about, how good school board members were, but I still don't think we're going to vote to double your salary. But thank y'all so much. Thank you.
Mr. Lane?
Wow, it's kind of hard to top all that. Mr. Spangler, thank you for letting us be here tonight. I think JRTC is very important to our community, so appreciate everything that you do, and obviously with all the students and the awards that they've won here, I think that shows that you've done a good job of leading the facility. Ms. Bess and Ms. Foodball, thank you. I echo what everybody else said. We really appreciate all the help that you guys give us day in, day out, all year round. For our Spelling Bee winners, for those that couldn't be here tonight and those that are here, really appreciate your efforts. The parents have to be a big part of that, and we appreciate your help with that. Hopefully this will continue with their education as they go. Math and spelling are things that they're going to take with them for the rest of their life, so we really appreciate that you're starting them early with that. And Mr. Wright also does a lot of help with Spelling Bees, so we appreciate his help with that. Hopefully you'll continue with those things and keep on leading the kids into doing better with it. That's all I have.
Mr. Persine?
I too would like to thank Mr. Spangler for hosting us tonight, and I'd like to thank all of the instructors here at the center for doing what you take and do day in and day out, producing some well-rounded students in various trades. I'd also like to congratulate all those who participated in the Spelling Bee and those who were victorious in winning their grade level. And I too would like to recognize Ms. Bess for all the hard work she does for us.
Thank you. Mr. Wright?
I would like to thank Mr. Spangler as well for having us wherever he is. He has the hardest job at the Alleghany Highlands. He has to try to keep this board happy, and he has to try to keep the Covington board happy. I can't even keep this board happy, so I can't imagine if I had to deal with Covington too. But I applaud you for what you do, and to all the instructors at JRTC at the Region 7 awards. Every instructor that had kids there had a regional winner. So congratulations to Mr. Starcher, Mr. Graham, Mr. Fridley, and Mr. Huffman. I believe Mr. Huffman's the only one that's here tonight. Congratulations to the Tremblays and to Keegan. Camden, I believe you still have a year left of Spelling Bee eligibility. Be practicing next year. But thank you all for being here on President's Day. I didn't celebrate President's Day, but I'm here with you all to celebrate now. So thank you all, and thanks for having us at JRTC.
Thank you. Okay, I guess it's around to me. So first, there's two people here that we haven't recognized tonight, and that's Sergeant Fisher and Deputy Rogers. And they do a great job as school resource officers, and they're always on top of things, especially after what happened last week. I'm sure they were on their toes, and they're working on some things within our system now for us. So we do appreciate y'all being out here, everything, and all the safe feelings that you bring to our school for our students. They really do appreciate you, and I think they bond with y'all extremely well, and that's a positive for our school division, and knowing that our students are growing up trusting law enforcement officers and not disliking them. So I think that's wonderful on your part. We really do appreciate that. Also, during Technical Education Month, if I can get that out, that's a big deal. JRTC brings a lot of value to our community. It brings things for those that are going to go to college and those that are not. It helps with what we want our graduates to look like. Career and technical education is a big part of our school system. We really do appreciate everything Mr. Spangler and his group does for us here. Spelling Bee winners, it's wonderful to see y'all can spell. I'm like Mr. Franson, wasn't for spell check, I couldn't get it done, so we really appreciate the parents spending time with these students and helping them along. We know that's a big deal. Parents involved in education is always a positive. For the clerk, Lori, I remember when we hired you. That's been a long time ago. And she's done a great job for us when we brought her on board. And she's been wonderful to the board. She does keep us straight, and she never fails to keep us informed. So we really appreciate everything she does for there, especially when Jean's out. The board. Everybody doesn't really know how much work that these members sitting up here put into being on the school board. It's a 24/7 job. It's not, we meet one on the third Monday of the month and that's all we do. There's a lot of effort that every board member puts in to make this board successful and make our students successful. So for the board, we really appreciate everything y'all do. Even our newest members, they've come up to speed just like they've been on here forever. So everybody's done a great job on the board. We appreciate what the board does for us. And I just want to thank them for making us successful as Alleghany County Public Schools. So thank you to the board. And now I guess I'll let Jean have something to say.
Well, first of all, I want to apologize to Ms. Rowe because Ms. Rowe provided a small token of appreciation to board members representing all the principals. And so the bags printed come from the principals, and Ms. Rowe was chosen by the principals to organize that this year. So thank you. Also, I just think it's really neat, first of all, for Keegan to represent, but then also the two brothers, Adam and Ben. I just think it's neat from one family to have two in there representing it. So I look forward to hearing good things from you. Mr. Spangler, and appreciate you having us here tonight. I know you're out working hard, but I do want to say this. The staff over here at JRTC is a great staff. I encourage you at any time to come and see what they're doing and what they're doing for our kids and hands-on as we move towards project-based learning in the new tech. It falls right in over here, and it's just incredible what they do with our kids. I know this next person doesn't want me to say this, but Mr. Allman is currently working with our staff introducing ECHO, which is a student management system for new tech. He has done such a good job. He's actually been invited to do some teaching in St. Louis this summer. Not sure if he can make it, but just the idea that they've recognized his work already is how hard he's worked with our staff to implement the program in the fall and some of the things he's done. So, Mr. Allman, so thank you. And I need to thank Mary Jane Mooseball and Fred. I was out of town last week, and we did have a couple pretty serious instances that they did a fantastic job of managing the division and providing the information that we need to do to move forward. I also want to thank the Sheriff's Office for all the Sheriff's done. It was a great coordinated effort, both on Thursday and Friday, and we're just lucky to have you, and I'm so excited to be working with you because now I can give you more things to do. So, but I do want to thank you all for what you all did up there, so thank you.
Mr. Tucker, I wanted to go ahead and acknowledge this publicly before I have to do it at 11 o'clock at night like I usually text Lori, but I left Lori out of there, but by no means did I mean to leave Lori out. Lori is the linchpin, what keeps us all together here. And I will text Lori something and she'll be like, oh, I can't get to that right now because I'm on vacation or something, but she will have responded to the previous 30 texts or so, but we appreciate everything you do.
Well, and I have to finish because I forgot too, and that's terrible.
Yeah.
But I think I'll move over here a little bit. But since I've been here, Miss Bess has been a wealth of information, which just creates common sense. And she cares about staff, kids, and does keep us all pulled together at times. And particularly with what occurred last week and even today, has kept things going. And so thank you for all that you do. Appreciate that. All right, did that make up for it?
A little bit.
You and Mr. Ido in the hot seat now.